Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm super excited to share the release with you today. I'm so excited. Do you hear the what is it? Is the katydids out there? They're so loud all of a sudden. Okay, it's distracting me. Super excited to share this release with you today. I have been working very hard around the house and on other things in my life, but I did not want to skip over this collection and just wait on September because the nautical theme has such a dear place in my heart. I did not want to have to skip over this collection. So I'm so excited, even though it's later than usual, to be able to release this collection today. So for those of you who are new, the collection always contains a traveler's notebook size blank journal and then a kit portion that goes along with it, with the theme and everything. And the thought is, if you're new to junk journaling or you just love journaling like I do, like many of us do, you can absolutely add things from your stash. But even if you just use the items in this kit, it should provide you with a lot of fun over the month of August. There are 15 blank sheets of paper in here, which make 30 pages, which is always enough to just, last you for the month and into the next month. So I'm going to flip through the journal and share that with you. I will share the items in the kit with you. Like I said, this is a traveler's notebook size journal. It measures 8.5 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. I have tied this really pretty navy colored seam binding here around the outside. Love that. So here on the cover, I've been asked about the stamp a lot, and I did share about it in the extra ephemera pack items. But if you missed that, this is an old wooden Stampin' Up! Stamp. It is from 2003. I asked in the previous video, but I haven't posted that video yet, so I don't know the answer. If you know the answer, please share it with me down below. I do not know the name of this stamp set that this comes from or the stamp itself. I don't know. I would love to know, and everyone who has been asking would love to know. I picked this up on eBay a few months ago, and I had just done a search for nautical themed stamps because I knew, ocean themed stamps, because I knew I was going to be doing this collection. So I love this image. I know so many of you do too. It's just so perfect and so fitting. So I was super excited to have that, and I painstakingly stamped out those images so that they could be on the cover. This is an older canvas type material that it's stamped on, and I apologize ahead of time because everything sticks to it. It's dry. Like, I have run, this is my lint brush, and it has all of this creepy cloth stuff. It keeps wanting to stick to it, but that was kind of the style and vibe I was going for anyway. So don't be surprised if you have to rub some masking tape over that canvas material, but it's super pretty. I love it. I definitely wanted to have a natural feel for this. Something that might be tattered and worn, might have floated up and washed up on the beach type feel. I really, love everything about that. So that's what I tried to go for. There is a sage green, very light, pale sage green burlap here in the background. I did use some creepy cloth. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied over that. This is sold in the Halloween section at the Dollar Tree. It's called Creepy Cloth. Just to give you guys a peek at it, this is what it is. It's super loose weaved string. It's a natural color. It isn't stark white, which I love. And I wanted texture. Everything about this kit to me is different textures. When I play in it and I decorate mine, I'm going to try to use all the textures. So I wanted that creepy cloth in the background, but I do have to say it is very stringy. So if you get your journal and you don't like all the strings, feel free to trim that up as much as you want to. Yes, I did leave a little bit because some people might want it to look wild and crazy. This canvas is stitched onto some cardstock there in the background. And then down here, I just have a loose weaved burlap, which is really fun. It's a looser weave than this burlap. And then some loose weaved cheesecloth. And then the name of the collection. So the paper line that I used in this book is from the new Vintage Coastal District paper collection from Simple Stories. I loved that. Again, going for the natural look. So getting into the journal, here is the front cover. And then, like I said, 15 pages. This is a letterhead type paper, and it's an ocean. This is the beach, this is the water, and then there's some sky on the other side. But I really liked having this in the front because I felt like, you know, it's just right away introduction to what this journal collection is all about. All right, zooming in a little bit there, that's helpful. So there's the letterhead. Then there is some tea-stained paper here in the front. This page flips out. Some old ledger paper here. Tea-stained paper. This is an old book with these fabulous battleships and things. I love it. So much fun. Oh, Book of the Seven Seas. That's what that book is. So there's that book page. Tea-stained paper. Half a sheet of music. This is a book I've been saving that it was a journal, and I love the little ship wheel there with the notes. So that's fun. Some tea-stained paper, half a sheet of heart paper. This is an old science lab notebook paper, brown paper sack, some old school writing paper. You guys know I love that. I love putting that in here. Some tea-stained paper, and then we are at the center of the signature. So working backwards, the tea-stained paper, the paper bag, there's the other half of that lab notebook page, heart paper, tea-stained paper, journaling paper, music, the other side of that book page, ledger, and the other side of this letterhead paper. So that is the journal. Okay, and getting into the items in the collection, I'll start in the back with the book pages. So there is an 8.5 by 11 cut piece of paper here. This is not the ocean. This is from the rivers and water around, I think it's Lake Erie and some of the rivers around that area, but it's river charts for boaters. It's a couple older books that I had, and while it is not the ocean, I thought it was still so fun to have some of these charts, and it would be so much fun to cut up and use on our book pages. So you will get a sheet of that. There is a book page from Hans Christian Andersen's story, The Little Mermaid, which makes me smile. As I was flipping through this book, I realized I've never read this story, and quite frankly, I think it's much different than the movie that I loved, right, as a teenager. So anyway, now I know I have to get another copy of this and read it. It's actually a pretty short book. I don't know what I was expecting, but I had never read it. So I know I need to read that book. Anyway, there's a book page from The Little Mermaid. There's also a coloring sheet from a ocean-related coloring book. And somehow I just happened to pick up this one with the VW bus. You guys know I love it. Yes. Anyway, there's also a book page out of a boating type book. My friend Jenny actually shared this with me to share with all of you. I'm not sure what the name of the book was, but it has like just how to boat, I guess. It's a fun book page. There is a book page from a lighthouse book. Has some really pretty images on there. You guys know I love to include some wallpaper. I didn't have anything with seashells on it. Haven't run across anything like that yet, but I did think the colors were beautiful. There's a lot of lighter mauve colors in some of the ephemera and the paper line and things. There we go. And I just think that's a beautiful piece of wallpaper. You can do a lot of things with that. One of my favorite business size envelopes to include. I'm almost out of these, you guys. I'm almost out, and I'll have to find something else to be my favorite. But I love the larger windows in that envelope. 2 6x6 pieces of scrapbook paper like usual, and these are from that vintage coastal district. Love the palm trees and the little boat there. The image on the back will differ a little bit. This one, and then some pretty blue aqua colors there. There's also a seashell book page. That's right. I thought there were 2. I couldn't see the other one. There are 2 seashell field guide book pages. Some great images on there. There is a piece of note paper here that says "Seize the Day." I just thought that was pretty. There is also not a napkin this month. This is a tissue, but it works just like a napkin. And there's all these fun little images of fish on here. You can separate the layers and use them for decoupage. And then getting into some of the bagged items. I keep bumping the cord, guys, sorry. I ran out of small little plastic baggies for the bookmarks. I usually have the bookmarks in. So you get a little bonus glassine bag here this month. This is some authentic fishnet. I used this in the nautical collection from a couple years ago, and I had some left over. I just thought that gave you a little scrap you could work with, maybe on one of your journaling pages or a journaling card or something. And then here's the bookmark that goes with the journal. Not a real functional bookmark, but it does add a little bit of character when you hang it outside of your journal. So there's a couple rocks on here this time. I thought those were fun. The colors are pretty. A little bag of fibers. Again, no plastic bags. There is this tag here with the anchor. I love that. You still get your large paper clip, and a couple smaller paper clips are inside with these fibers. And then these are the fibers. There's some natural twine in there, some really pretty blues, some greens. I just love those. Love those colors. All right, and then there's this little bag. I really wanted to include some fun things. Like I said, my thought with this collection is maybe that it washed up, out of the water. So let me share with you some of the little items. I wrapped it in this old gauze. This is a gauze material, which would be a fabulous texture for in your journal, but I want to keep it safe. And there's this little glass jar, and in your little kit here, there is a little rubber cork, and there is also a little screw thing that you can put in the top of it if you want to add a little bit of beach sand in here and you want to dangle it off of your journal in some way. I just thought that would be great. My daughter and I, when this collection is over, we're actually going to go up to Lake Michigan for the day. I haven't been up yet this season, so I'm looking forward to that. And I will bring home a little bit of sand to put in my little jar and use on my journal. So that is in that little bag. This is just a random thing, but I thought if you wanted to take that jar and make a tassel, this would be a fun element. So I had a purse with all of these little squares on it, and this is actually a piece of coconut shell, which I thought was fun. I had enough to share a piece with everybody, but wouldn't it be fun to add this to a dangle of some sort, some type of nautical ocean related dangle, to have a piece of coconut shell? I thought that was fun. And then I just felt like, since I had this little bag of goodies going on, I included a few old game pieces. I have so many of these built up bingo chips and things from collecting bingo cards over the years. I just thought I would share some of them with you guys. There are 2 seashell charms in here. They all vary a little bit, but you will get 2 of them. Again, it would be great if you decided to make a dangle, or you could add them to paper clips. These are little tile pieces. I've kind of been hoarding them in my stash for a craft project, but the colors are lovely. And because this is an ocean themed journal, I don't know, a water themed journal, I just thought maybe you guys could have fun with these. Maybe if you wanted to add them to the cover in some way, that might be pretty. You could glue them on here. I don't know. But they are gluable, they are little, and they are very cute. So you will receive 6 of them. They all vary a little bit, but they're in these beautiful colors. So that is everything in that little bag. And then getting into the tags and things, there is this glassine bag. This is the vintage playing card clipped to the front. So like usual, there's a glassine bag. There is this shiny blue label. I think you have to use like a permanent marker on that. There are 2 of these larger green price tags. There are 2 of these brown craft paper tags. I think they're shaped like clouds. At least they are in my mind. They look like little clouds that would be out over the water. There are 2 blue price tags. There are a few cut aparts from this collection. I think you get like 4 or 5 of them in a package. They all vary, but super cute. And then, like usual, I've included some punches from the extra paper making the covers. And there are a few of these larger scallops, a couple of these fun flourish square type punches. And then, like usual, if you want to put paper hearts on your center strings, there are 4 of those. So that is everything in this little bag. And then this bag. This postcard, there are only 2 or 3 postcards that are identical. They all vary. Yours will probably be different than this one, but they are all ocean related and they are all super pretty photographs. Love it. And it is just a postcard, something you can use for a journaling card. There is a paper doily. Love this paper sack. And then in here, this is a 2x2 little coin envelope. There are 2 black chalkboard labels, a smaller glassine envelope, your library card and pocket. This is the stamped tag this month. I love that lighthouse stamp. Oh my goodness, I love it. And the little seagulls up there, and then I put a seagull up there at the top. This is Tim Holtz Distress Oxide ink in Rusty Hinge, for those of you who are curious and would want to know. There is also a blank manila tag here. There are 2 blue inventory tags, a green guest check, 1 manila coat check tag, the paper tag that is a cutoff of the cover that I love to include. And then there is this large guest check. I didn't know they were so big when I ordered them, but they're super fun. I love the natural colors of it, and I think it'll be a fun addition. So that is everything included in the August Anchored collection. This video should be posting around 11 o'clock. So for those of you just tuning in, this release is happening today at noon Eastern Standard Time over in my Etsy shop. Of course, the link will be in the description box down below. Typically, I release on a Friday and I have the weekend to get everything in order, package up everything, and ship out. So because this is a Monday, it will take me a few days to get everything in order, but they should be shipping out, I would say, by Thursday probably. So if you order this collection, I'm sure that you get a notification from Etsy. If you have any questions about this at all, please feel free to contact me, but do so on Etsy. I get notifications on my phone from Etsy and I can respond to you in a timely manner. Hopefully I can get right back to you. Typically things are pretty busy and crazy at the beginning of the release, but I will definitely respond to you as quickly as possible. So message me over there if you have any questions. Let's see, what do I always forget to say? Like usual, if you purchase the collection on release day, which pretty much they all sell out on release day now, so everyone gets it, but I like to include an extra goodie bag of things that you can play around with and include in your journaling as a thank you. Thank you so much for making this possible for me and for all of your love and support. I can't tell you guys enough. You might get tired of hearing it, but I can't say it enough how much I appreciate all of you. For those of you who are new, there is a design team who will be working in this collection. I will link them down below as well. You will want to go subscribe to their channel so you don't miss any inspiration. I will also be sharing a video or two working in this collection, or at least a final flip through. I try to share at least a couple videos now working in this, but definitely go subscribe to those ladies because they are amazing and they will share fantastic inspiration with you. Also, there is a Facebook group, and if you get this collection, it's your first collection, or you just haven't subscribed to or become part of the Facebook group yet, that link will be down below. I would love to have you join the group. Everyone is so wonderful. It's such a fabulous community, and everyone shares well, not everyone, but there's a lot of people who will share their inspiration and what they've done in their collection as well. And it's just a wonderful place to be. You will love it. If you enjoy junk journaling at all, please just come over and be part of our group, collection or no collection. You'll also get sneak peeks as I'm working through the next collection. It's pretty easy for me when I'm putting the next kit together to snap a photo and upload it to the group. So if you're interested in little sneak peeks throughout the month, the Facebook group is a great place for that as well. If you missed yesterday's video, I had shared some extra ephemera pack items and other items that'll be in my Etsy shop. So that link will be down below, and I think that's everything. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. A big thank you to all of you who are planning on purchasing this collection. I appreciate you guys. I love that we come together, support each other, encourage each other, and you guys definitely encourage me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget, message me if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.